Hi everybody, happy Wednesday. It's the 26th. I've been noticing on when I'm uploading my videos that it's not actually, it takes like 20 hours to upload. I don't know why. Oh, there goes Shadowfax. We have Tier sitting over here. I don't know why it's taking so long, but maybe it's Wednesday, maybe it's Thursday, I don't know, but we'll see. My name is Chelsea. This is Vermont Stitchy Co. Flosstube number 8, I think. And hi, welcome. This is my Flosstube journey. This is my Etsy shop journey. I am new to this, so thank you for stopping by. If you're coming back to visit me, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. I've got 36 subscribers, which makes me super happy. If you're new, I hope you like the content that I make, and if you do, give a thumbs up and leave a comment. I'm trying to ask questions at the end of the video, and then I'll post the questions in the comments area and I'll pin it at the top. Just to get a community growing. So, if you want, answer the questions, build that community. But thanks for stopping by, and if you really like it, I would really like if you subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. Oh, there's Tier again. I'm hoping to get to 50 subscribers, and I mean, there's no time period on this. I mean, if it takes a year, that's fine. But I'm hoping to get to 50 subscribers because I'm an Etsy shop owner, as I said, but I do cross stitch. I design my own patterns and then I put them up on Etsy for people, and hopefully they like it. And there's no obligation. If you're here, you don't have to buy my stuff, but I do it for me because I really enjoy it. And so what was I saying? I don't know. But yeah, so if you like my stuff, that's great, and if you like what you see, that's great. And oh, I remember. So when we get to 50 subscribers, I'm hoping that I can pick 5 viewers who are subscribers, and we'll get more specific as the time gets closer, but I want to give away 5 patterns to 5 individuals from my Etsy shop. So again, when we get closer there, we'll work out how, and I'll explain how it works and stuff, and how you can win. But yeah, so if you like my stuff, subscribe to enter a chance to win one of my items. Yeah. So let's see, what did I do this past week? Guys, I have brain fog like nobody's business. Don't know why this week has been crazy. At work, it's the end of term. I'm on break technically right now. For the university that I work for, our terms run all year long, and it's every 11 weeks. There's a week and a half roughly break time. I'm technically not on break because I'm going to be working about 25 hours. So 25 hours this week, 25 hours next week, because I don't have enough PTO, so I just have to work a little bit. But yeah, so we're on break technically, so it's really nice to kind of wind down. Bye, dear. Wind down and just kind of decompress. That means I have more time for cross stitching, because when I'm working, there's not a lot. But yeah, it's been a busy week. End of term, lots of students submitting work. I'm what's considered an assistant faculty member, so I'm doing the grading. I do a lot of email, but not the majority of the email. But a lot of the grading, me and the team that I work with, we grade, respond to discussions, grade assignments, grade discussions. So it's a lot. And end of term, there are those students who are constantly turning stuff in because they haven't submitted their work throughout the 11 weeks of the term, so it's real busy. So my brain has been in a fog this past week, but you'll see I have new glasses. These are actually frames that I've had before, but because I have an astigmatism now, I had to get my eyeglasses updated. Sorry about the glare, there's a window. I'm trying to find the best angle here. So I had got new lenses. I just took them in and said, could you replace the lenses with these? I love these frames. And they were like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I got these, and then I got a brand new pair of sunglasses because my eyes are so sensitive outside. Even on a cloudy day, I need to wear sunglasses. So I picked up 2 pairs, these and the sunglasses, which was awesome. And then after that, I went to visit a friend. We've been friends. Me and this group of girls have been friends for, well, since middle school. So that's probably over 20 years. So I went to go see her, and she has a little 1-year-old. So I went to see them. So that was really nice. Just spent a couple hours with her. She had Miss Rachel on, and we were laughing and having fun with Miss Rachel. So that was really sweet. And then over the weekend, I really needed to decompress from work. My brain was fried. So my husband and I spent time together. We went out to this place nearby called Hogback Mountain. It's in, I think it's considered Marlborough, Vermont. And they used to have a raptor sanctuary there. Raptors are birds. And they used to have a raptor sanctuary within the country store that they have. So it's on top of a mountain. You can see all the way into Massachusetts. You can see like 3 states. And so we went there. The raptors were gone. They moved to a different sanctuary area. So we were bummed about that. Because we like to see the raptors. They had 2 bald eagles, a bunch of really tiny owls, a possum, a couple crows, some hawks. These were all injured animals that were brought in, and they can't fly anymore. So we have a lot of bald eagles in Vermont. So they're really nice to see. That's my computer turning on. And so then that was Friday or Saturday. Saturday was rainy, so we stayed in. Sunday we got snow. Monday we got snow. Not a lot, but enough to be like, oh man, there's snow on the ground. Like, it stuck. There was a lot. Not a lot, but like a lot for this time of year. And yesterday was sunny, really nice. It's sunny today. When I say really nice, I use that term loosely for Vermont. It's high 40s. So I've got the window open downstairs, the slider is open, the cats are looking outside. That's why they're not here with me right now, because they want to look outside. So that's nice weather. That's warm weather here. Windows are open, so that's really nice. My cold is going away. It's still stuck in my nose a little bit. I'm still blowing my nose, still coughing occasionally. I don't know why, it's just lingering. Not sure why. Oh, and yesterday I went to Michael's because I had to pick up a few things. But see, I uploaded a new pattern on my Etsy shop yesterday. It's ducky, I call it ducky splashing. It's just a duck with an umbrella in water. It's that transition from April showers to May. I thought it would be nice timing because I'm not finished with the big one, and I was like, oh my god, I have to put something out. So really quickly over the weekend I did that, and it only took a day to stitch up. And then I went to Michael's yesterday. I got a few things which I'll show you, but I have a pattern that I'll do next after this big one that I've been working on for the past couple of weeks that I've been showing you. It's very Easter-y in the sense of, like, you look at it and go, oh, that's Easter. That's the Easter. So it's just bunnies and some eggs, and they're arranged in a really cute way. So I bought the floss for that. And I'm really working on my shading. I don't know if I mentioned that in the last video. I think that I've gotten a lot better, because you guys know I'm not very good at drawing. I've shown you my drawings of what's in my head and then trying to move it over to the cross stitch program that I use. Shading is, I'm not a good drawer, but I am good shading when it comes to drawing. So I've been trying to kind of do that in my cross stitch to give depth and to give movement to my cross stitch, because cross stitch is lovely and there are so many different ways. You can just make it like a 2D kind of flat image, which is great, and I think it works, and I think it's it has its place, let's just say. I really like the shading and the depth and the movement. I think that it makes it my patterns unique and elevates them a little bit in my eyes. It's just my opinion. That there's no shade on anybody else. I'm not trying to come after anybody. Everybody does their own thing with designers. Just for me, because I'm not a good drawer, the shading, I think, helps. That's just what I think in my cross stitch patterns. So the ducky is one of the very first ones that I really tried to do shading, use different colors with the floss to give shape to the ducky, so it's not just one dimensional. Still a work in progress. I'm not the best at it, but the really Eastery one with the rabbits, that's got a lot of shading. And then the summer ones that I showed you in my last video that were on the paper, those have a lot of shading and I absolutely love them, and I'm really excited to start those, but I'm gonna wait until May to start those two. Two. The Merkitty one. Oh no, I did show you three. So I've got a Merkitty that I redid a whole pattern because I really wanted the shading. I looked at the original and was like, it doesn't look nice. I didn't like it. So I completely redid Merkitty and made shading and made it look really, really pretty in the same style as the ones I showed you yesterday or last week on paper. So there was that underwater scene that has lots of shading and it's beautiful and it has depth, and I think it has nice movement to it. And then the other one I showed you was the mushroom house with Kitsu, which is the fox wolfy thing with multiple tails. That has a lot of shading and I think that's really beautiful too. So I'm gonna start doing that more, and I think that, yeah, it'll just be unique and it'll be my thing, and I think that it helps me enjoy the process more. So I wanted to show you with the new stitch with the ducky, I wanted to show you what I did with it because I posted it on Etsy. I didn't make it fully finished. Like it wasn't the final version. It was just the raw, here it is, here's next to some plants, this is what it looks like. But this is my final finished product. So I went to Michael's, like I said. I bought this basket, which is an Ashland. It is the small hanging basket, and it was 40% off, which was really nice. And if I can find it, I'll link it in the description box below. But just in case, let's see if I can spin it. That's the code, in case you want it. Again, this is the small, and then I bought these flowers. There are three bunches of flowers, 3 groups of flowers here. I ripped off the tag, but these are the most spring flowers that I could find. I chose them because of the kind of red pink, which goes with the ducky's boots, I'll show you in a second, and then the blue. That's why I specifically chose this bundle. There are other ones that didn't have blue, but this is why I chose this. And then, ta-da! So you can see the red boots here kind of go with the red flowers, the blue, different shades of blue. This is me again trying with the different shades to show, like, here the shading closest to the boots, as in real life, would be darker, and as you move out, it's lighter. I know that's like drawing 101, but I just thought I'd explain. The duck also has shading. Again, under the arms it would be darker, on top of the arms it would be lighter, just a little bit, not a lot, but it gives him more movement, it gives him more body. And I was cutting it real close to the bottom here. I had nothing left. I went to the very bottom of this piece of fabric. I barely could get it stick. It's just hot glued on a piece of cardboard. I could barely hot glue it. It was that close. And then in order to, I didn't hot glue it directly to the basket because I thought I might want to use the basket and change out the flowers. Sometimes I do. In the last video I asked how do you guys decorate, and someone said, oh, I use garlands from Joann's and Hobby Lobby and fake flowers, and I thought, when I went into Michael's yesterday, I saw these and I thought, well, there's nothing wrong with fake flowers. Nothing wrong. Like, do you, boo? I don't have flowers right now in Vermont. I'm looking out right now. There are no flowers. And in our backyard, it still has snow on it. Flowers don't come out until well into April, towards May. That's just what we have around here in Vermont. So I wanted something that could make me smile, because I want to smile. It's springtime, and it's sunny out, and you know, the seasons are changing, but you can't really see it. It's mud season right now here in Vermont. I don't know if you guys know, that's a thing, like mud and stick season, that Noah Kahn, that song, it's the season of the sticks. That's a thing here in Vermont. It gets muddy after winter and into April. The rains come, it's muddy, it's really difficult to drive. There are lots of dirt roads here in Vermont, and it's just a thing. So we don't see flowers. It doesn't dry out for a while, a couple months. And then summer gets really hot. August is one of the hottest months. We get, at least last year, we got up into the hundreds last year, which I know is a surprise because we're so far up north, but we got into the hundreds. So it's just one of those things, so we don't see flowers. In this bundle, this is why I chose it. It made me smile. That's it. That's all I was thinking. It made me smile, so let's get it. And I think it looks nice. And I'm thinking, if I can, I have a friend to go with this little guy, which I probably won't be finished with the big piece that I'll show you. So the friend will probably come out next Monday. It's a lamb, same kind of situation, a lamb or a sheep with an umbrella. The umbrella color is different, and the shape is a little bit different. It's different shades of purple. This is pink and a light pink. It's a lamb. He's got a few rubber duckies. He's playing in the water, and he's got the rain. The raindrops are the only thing that's really, really similar. So I was thinking, you know, I could get a basket, see if I can find some similar flowers, maybe more on the purple scale, since the umbrella in the sheep version will be purple. So, and then I can have them next to each other, staggered. This is hanging on my wall right in that hallway right there. It's hanging on my wall, so maybe have them staggered next to each other or across the hall from each other. But I thought this is a very inexpensive way to get the look. I can use it season after season, year after year, because the flowers don't go bad. And in a time when it's mud season, it brings a little smile to my face. So this pattern is on my Etsy shop, vermontstitchyco.etsy.com. Vermont Stitchy Co is all one word. I will link it in the description below if you like it. That is awesome. Again, there's no obligation to buy any of my patterns. I'm just showing you I do things that make me smile, and I think that'll make you smile too. So this is this guy. I'm just gonna put him back. Hopefully the cats don't sneak behind me. They were trying to eat these flowers yesterday, and it's all plastic, and that's not good. So hopefully they don't sneak. Oh, I was on a tangent. I don't know what's wrong with me today. So instead of hot gluing it, I took their pins. I think they're old hat pins. You know, ladies used to have really long hat pins that had a big head on them to stick it in. I just took 2 hat pins. I don't know if you can see it in there. And I hot glued it to the hat pin itself. So I can pull this out if I want to in order to store this piece. And then I can reuse the basket and not have it only used for one season. So I can take the flowers out, I can take this off, and then change the decor as I need. So this gave me an option for change. My first instinct was to hot glue this right to the basket, and then I thought, oh, let's pump the brakes a little bit. Let's see what else we can do. So that is just my cheap way of being able to remove it. If you want to glue it, hot glue it right to the box, to the basket, that's perfectly fine, but you don't have to. I don't really know of another way to do it. Perhaps the Stitching with the Housewives do magnets. I have not looked into that. I don't know how to do that. If any of you have, please let me know. If it works, let me know. If you have magnets that are strong enough, that's my biggest concern, is I don't know if the magnets would be strong enough. So if you do have a brand that you like, please let me know. I would love to know. Okay, watch that for me. Make sure the cats don't get it. The next thing I want to show you, well, while we're on it, I'll show you the other haul that I got from Michaels. So I got 3 different ribbons. I really like this checked, it says wired, wired ribbon. Here is the SKU number. I'll try, if I can remember, I'll try and put this, link it in the descriptions. But I got this kind of baby blue, I would say, this purple wired check. Put the SKU. And then this pink I got last time. Oops. But I'm almost out, so I wanted more. Let's see, SKU number. So I got all 3 because I thought they were very springy. I thought this blue check alone might be really nice for the underwater scenes that I have coming up. I don't know how well it might be too springy. It might be not the right shade of blue, but I don't know. So I thought this might be fun. I was considering making a bow to put on the basket somewhere, but we'll see. Maybe wrap it around. Maybe just put it on as a seasonal thing. We'll see. But I really love this color combination. Maybe a bow with all 3 colors. Who knows? But I got these at Michaels. And as I said before, I got a bunch of colors. Just a bunch. You can kind of see the color palette here. Very Eastery, very light, very kind of pastel colors for that Easter one. I don't like to work on 2 things at the same time. My brain does not like it. So doing that ducky splashing and also having that big piece that I've been working on for the past 2 weeks going at the same time, I felt a little like chaotic, and it's not really my thing. So I'm hoping, because I'm on break, I can really focus in on that big piece and then move on to the more Easter one, because I think Easter falls April 20th. So I do have some time. There is time to make sure I get it out so that you guys can, if you choose to, or if you want to, you could stitch it up in time for Easter and then have it as part of your decor if you so choose. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But let me show you my progress on the really big one. Hold on just a second. Okay, I'm back. So this is the progress I've made. I'm almost done with this top section. All I need are a few lines. Let me check the pattern since I'm right here. Oops. Okay, so there are 2 lines of, 1 line of flowers here, another line of flowers here, and then just a little brown line to indicate that the little guy's on a road. And then I'll be done with this top section, and then there will be another square, or I guess it's a rectangle, another rectangle directly underneath, long, just the same length, but a whole new scene inside here. And I think that scene doesn't have, it's not going to take as long because this building is not going to be in the scene. This is what took the longest amount of time, and there will be a little bit of back stitching here. It's just going to say flower shop in back stitches, so that will be really, really simple. But I'm almost done with this. I'm hoping by Thursday, tomorrow, that this top section will be done, and then I can move to the bottom. And at Michael's, I did see, I don't know what you would call it, like a frame, I guess, made out of wood, pine wood. It was the light colored wood, so I'm guessing it was pine, where it was this kind of dimension, very rectangular. I'm pretty sure it was quite a bit longer than this. This would fit in, I think this would fit in. The only problem with the frame is, I did check, it doesn't open, it's stapled. It's meant for, it's in the sign section of Michael's, you know, where they have all the wood and stuff. The fact that it didn't open and I couldn't pop out the back to lay this firmly in, and then pop it back in like a normal picture frame, for example, that was the only part that bummed me out. So I don't think it would work for this, because there are going to be two pieces, and I was this close to buying it, this close to being like, let me just get it and make it work. But I don't know. It would be nice to have them each on their own piece individually, and then maybe staggered or next to each other. But I don't know. I really don't know. Like, if I cut this up after it's finished, then I cut it up. I can't put it in a really nice frame or something with glass and really nice display, because if I cut it up, then I'm going for it. There's no other way, nothing else I can do. So I'm gonna wait until I have both of them done. I'm going to go back to Michael's with this in hand and lay it in there if they still have them available, and see if it's something, because you can fold the fabric. So I would lay it in there, fold the fabric, see if that's something that would fit, because I might have to do like I did with the spring one and cut a really long piece of cardboard, hot glue this onto the cardboard, and then hot glue the cardboard onto that pine frame sign thingy. And I don't know, that might look cool, that might not look very nice, but the beautiful thing about that frame, it does have on the back side those metal, I don't know what they're called, those metal things where you could hang it up, and it had one vertical and then one on the horizontal side, so you could turn the sign up, straight up and down to be vertical, or you could have it horizontal and it would hang. So there are choices there, but I don't know if that's the right way to go. Maybe I'll go to Michael's and find a nice frame, or go to the framer there at Michael's. I don't think we have a framer here in my town. That's the problem with living in small towns. You don't have things, and Michael's is 30 minutes away. In Vermont, they have some strange rules, and I don't think there's a Michael's in Vermont, or if there is, it's up by Burlington, which is 2 hours away from me. New Hampshire is where I go to get my Michael's stuff. So it's a 30-minute drive, which isn't bad. I like driving my car. I have a WRX, so it's really fun to drive. It's a manual transmission. So any excuse to drive it, I do. But, you know, 30 minutes away, because Vermont doesn't have a Michael's. It's a little silly. We don't have a Walmart either. The closest one is an hour away. In Vermont. There's a Walmart in New Hampshire 10 minutes away. Yeah, Vermont's got some funky rules, but tourism is our main source of income, so we'll see. Well, whatever. It is what it is. But this is the progress. I'm really proud of myself. I'm hoping that I can get it done, this section done by tomorrow, and then start on the new section tomorrow. And then depending on the progress on this, I might have the sheep, the companion for this little guy, where is it? The companion for the duck, the sheep with the umbrella, might come out on Monday. So yeah, that's my progress so far. That's all that I've done. Tomorrow night I'm supposed to go to my mom's for dinner, because my uncle is up from one of the Carolinas. I can never remember which one. One of the Carolinas. My grandma has pretty late stage dementia, and she is in a locked ward for dementia patients. For those of you who don't know, my family have been educating ourselves on dementia and what a locked ward is. Locked wards are for dementia patients, but they also are needed for the more, let's say, I don't want to say violent, because not all of them are violent, but my grandma is on that violent, and as is my grandpa. They're on the violent side of dementia. So I am lucky that my mom hasn't been hit, but my grandma doesn't like the constant rollover of care assistance that she's been getting, because she is violent. So she's very difficult to work with. She was a very difficult grandmother and a very difficult mom. Don't come at me, that's my truth. And so, yes, so she's in a locked dementia ward. So we go visit her. She's not allowed to leave anymore, which is a good thing, because it's bad news bears, people. It's bad news bears. So if you're lucky enough to have some person who has dementia but isn't violent, oh my goodness, tell me. It must be so nice. But I'm gonna go down and visit my uncle, maybe visit my grandma, because it's been a few months. I've been told that she probably won't recognize me. It's unfortunately the way things go. So we'll see. Yeah, if I go. And then other than that, I don't have any plans for the week, because it is break. I really want to try and take advantage of those days off that I have used for PTO and do things that make me happy, like cross stitch. My brother machine is still out, so I'm not able to quilt to the level that I want to, but I do have another quilt that I've been commissioned to make. It is a t-shirt quilt. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, but my neighbor, my lovely neighbor, and her partner, my neighbor, her mom has commissioned me to make a t-shirt quilt from the sweatshirts of her brother. Her brother passed away suddenly, and so I can do that, but so many t-shirts. So I think I might be able to get 2 t-shirts. The only problem is, because t-shirts are, sweatshirts. Sweatshirts, I'm just calling it a t-shirt quilt. You know what it is. So sweatshirts are a lot thicker, so they need a specific stabilizer. So I have to buy the stabilizer to go on the back, because if you don't, it'll fray, it'll be wonky, and you want a stabilizer for t-shirt quilts and sweatshirt quilts. So I need that, and then because they're so much heavier than regular quilting fabric, I need my heavy duty machine. And my little one that is just made out of plastic is not going to be able to handle it to the level. My big machine is made out of metal, completely metal. So that one will be able to handle the heaviness of the quilt, the thickness of the sweatshirt, and then on top of the sweatshirt with the stabilizer as well. It's a lot for the needle to go through, and the plastic one is just not. The needle on the plastic one is metal, but the machine is mostly plastic, and so it just can't handle the weight of that. So I'm hoping, I'm gonna have to give a call in a few days, yeah, because it's the 26th. I'm gonna have to give a call in a few days just to check on and see if the brother machine is ready. Probably won't be, so that quilt is gonna take a little bit longer, but I'll have to buy the stabilizer first. So that might be a project for the weekend, we'll see. But again, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope this uploads on Wednesday. I have a feeling it probably won't upload until early Thursday morning for whatever reason. I don't know if it's my internet connection here in Vermont or what, but for whatever reason, it takes like 20 hours for me to upload a video. So thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. If you like what you see, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I'd love to get to 50 subscribers. For those of you, if you watch till the end, thank you. I can't wait to show you what I do next week. I hope I have a couple more finished items. I hope I can finish this by next week to show you guys, because this has been a long journey and I'm really proud of how long it's taken. Well, not how long it's taken, but I'm proud of the intricacies of it, and doing it. It takes a lot. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you have a chance, before you leave, please click the thumbs up. It helps my community grow. It helps it get out there and get seen by people who are like-minded like us. So I really appreciate it. And again, subscribe if you like what you see. And I will see you next week. Have a wonderful week. Stay safe, everybody. Enjoy, if you have it, the sunny weather. I know I will. Open a window at this 45 degree weather here we have in Vermont. Have a great day. Bye.